Imagine this. You make $50,000 a year, and most of it goes straight to rent, groceries, and bills. Meanwhile, a billionaire spends millions on yachts, private jets, and luxury mansions. And somehow, they often end up paying a lower effective tax rate than many regular workers. How does that make sense? Well, there's a tax idea that could flip the script. Economists have been talking about it for decades. It's called the progressive consumption tax, and billionaires really hate it. Here's the problem. Most of our tax system focuses on income, but wealthy people are experts at dodging income taxes. They live off loans, shift wealth into assets, and hire accountants with more brainpower than NASA. Meanwhile, regular people get their paychecks taxed before they even see the money. And when we buy groceries or gas, there's a flat sales tax piled on top. Same rate whether you're a cashier or a CEO. That's what economists call regressive. The less money you make, the bigger bite it takes. A progressive consumption tax flips that upside down. Instead of taxing what you earn, it taxes what you spend. The idea is simple. Everyday basics like food, rent, and healthcare, exempt or taxed at a tiny rate. Middle-class family spending, a modest rate. Extravagant luxuries, the third vacation home, the $300,000 sports car. Those get taxed at much higher rates. Now, yes, some basics like fresh produce or prescription medication often get reduced or no sales tax in many places. But that's not the same as a true progressive consumption tax. What economists propose is a much steeper system where luxuries face higher rates, not just a few exemptions on necessities. So if you're buying a Toyota, you barely notice it. If you're buying your third Lamborghini, congratulations, you just funded a new public library. Think of it like income tax brackets, but for spending. For example, the first $50,000 of your annual spending might be taxed at 0 to 5%. Spending between $50,000 and $500,000 could be taxed at 10%. Anything above $500,000 might be taxed at 30% or more. To be clear, those aren't official numbers. Economists argue on the exact brackets. I'm just illustrating how the system could look. The point is that a teacher or nurse wouldn't notice much difference. But a billionaire dropping millions on private jets would finally face a meaningful tax bill. So, why do experts like this idea? Fairer distribution. Right now, billionaires often pay less tax, as a percentage, than the people who clean their houses. This flips the math. Less wasteful spending. Economist Robert Frank argues it reduces the arms race of luxury consumption, billionaires competing over who has the bigger yacht, while encouraging them to put money into more productive places. Public goods, the revenue could fund schools, healthcare, housing, the stuff that actually makes life better. This isn't about punishing wealth, it's about making sure the burden of funding society doesn't fall mostly on working and middle-class families, while billionaires sip champagne tax-free. So, is the progressive consumption tax a silver bullet for inequality? Not by itself, but it's one of the boldest, fairest tools economists have suggested to make the system finally work for the majority of people, not just the top 1%. The real question is, would you support it? Or do you think billionaires would still find a way to dodge this too? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I really want to hear what you think.